channel. Today we're counting down the 7 Harley Davidson motorcycles dealerships are trying to dump as soon as possible.
Number 7. Harley Davidson Street 500. Kicking off our list is the Harley Davidson Street 500, a bike that was supposed to be the gateway for new riders to enter the Harley Davidson family, but turned out to be a source of frustration for many. Priced at around $7,699 at launch, the Street 500 was marketed as an affordable, entry-level motorcycle perfect for beginners. Unfortunately, the reality has been far less promising, leading to dealers struggling to move inventory. At the core of the Street 500 is the liquid-cooled Revolution X engine and underwhelming build quality. While the engine has a displacement of 494 cubic centimeters, promising decent performance, many owners report frequent oil leaks, overheating, and premature clutch failures, all massive headaches, especially for first-time riders. Then there's the design. While lightweight and nimble, which should appeal to urban commuters, the styling has been described as uninspired. Traditional Harley fans have called it too plain, and new riders often find themselves drawn to competitors like the Honda Rebel or Yamaha Bolt, which offer better reliability and more striking aesthetics. Additionally, the Street 500 lacks customization options, a huge downside for Harley enthusiasts.
Dealers across the U.S. are finding these bikes lingering in showrooms, and for good reason. Its reputation as an unreliable machine that doesn't meet Harley's legendary standards has tarnished its appeal. For many, it feels like a budget bike pretending to be a Harley, which is a tough sell in any market. But if you think the Street 500 is struggling, wait until you hear about the next bike, a model that tried to combine sporty performance with Harley's heritage and missed the mark entirely.
Number 6. Harley Davidson FXDR 114. Next up is the Harley Davidson FXDR 114, a bike that was Harley's bold attempt to push the boundaries of drag-inspired performance, but ended up being one of the hardest motorcycles for dealers to sell. Priced at $18,999, the FXDR promised cutting-edge engineering and raw power, but ultimately failed to capture the hearts of Harley loyalists. At the heart of this bike is the Milwaukee 8 114 engine, which delivers an impressive 119 pound-feet of torque. This drag race-inspired powerhouse was supposed to be the FXDR's biggest selling point, and on paper it looked like a winner. But in reality, the bike's 240mm rear tire and wide profile made it difficult to handle, especially in urban environments. Riders often complained about its clunky maneuverability in tight spaces.
Design-wise, the FXDR leaned heavily into a modern, angular aesthetic, complete with an aluminum swing arm and composite fenders. While it looked striking, the design alienated Harley's traditional cruiser fans. Its aggressive stance and forward controls also created a riding position that many found uncomfortable on longer rides. To make matters worse, the FXDR struggled to compete with models like the Indian Scout Bobber and Yamaha VMAX, which offered similar performance and aesthetics at a more affordable price point. This left the FXDR stuck in a niche market that was simply too small to sustain it. Dealers are still grappling with unsold inventory, and for many, the FXDR is a painful reminder of a good idea that was poorly executed. Think the FXDR's modern design hurt its appeal? The next bike on our list takes a radically different approach, blending Harley's performance heritage with a dash of nostalgia, and yet it still struggled to find an audience.
Number 5. Harley Davidson Street Rod. Taking the 5th spot on our list is the Harley Davidson Street Rod, a bike that was supposed to be the sportier, more performance-oriented version of the Street 750. Priced at $8,999, it aimed to appeal to riders looking for a more dynamic, modern take on Harley's traditional cruisers. However, much like its sibling, the Street Rod didn't quite deliver on its promises, leaving dealerships with unsold inventory.
Under the hood, the Street Rod features a 749 cubic centimeter Revolution X engine, delivering 18% more horsepower than the standard Street 750. While this upgrade did provide better acceleration and performance, it wasn't enough to mask its other flaws. Riders often reported overheating issues, erratic throttle response, and an overall lack of refinement in the powertrain. In terms of design, the Street Rod sported upgrades like dual disc brakes, adjustable rear suspension, and drag-style handlebars for for a more aggressive aesthetic, but these changes came at the expense of comfort. The raised foot pegs and compact frame resulted in a riding position that many taller or older riders found downright awkward, especially on longer rides. Build quality was another significant issue. Many owners reported rattling parts, misaligned panels, and a general lack of polish, which tarnished its image as a premium Harley Davidson motorcycle. Combined with a design that failed to resonate with Harley's core audience, the street rod struggled to attract either traditional Harley fans or younger sport bike enthusiasts. Despite its sporty upgrades, the street rod found itself in an identity crisis. It wasn't aggressive enough to compete with true sport bikes, and it didn't embody the timeless appeal of Harley's cruisers. This left dealerships struggling to move units, and the bike ultimately faded into obscurity. If you think the street rod's design divided opinions, wait until you see the next entry, a Harley that tried to cater to both touring riders and urban commuters, but ended up satisfying neither. Number 4. Harley Davidson Dyna Switchback. Coming in at number 4 is the Harley Davidson Dyna Switchback, a bike that tried to blend the best of both worlds by serving as both a cruiser and a touring motorcycle. Priced at $16,499, the Switchback seemed like a promising concept on paper, but it struggled to find a dedicated audience in practice. The Switchback features the twin-cam 103 engine, producing 102 pound-feet of torque for smooth and reliable highway cruising. Its standout feature is its versatility. The bike comes with detachable saddlebags and a removable windscreen, allowing riders to switch between a stripped-down cruiser and a fully functional touring bike. But while this flexibility was innovative, it ultimately became one of the bike's downfalls. As a cruiser, the Switchback felt large and cumbersome compared to Harley's more streamlined models. The bulky rear end, designed to accommodate the saddlebags, detracted from its aesthetic appeal for traditional cruiser fans. On the other hand, as a touring bike, it fell short compared to Harley's more established touring models like the Road King. The limited storage capacity of its saddlebags and the lack of advanced touring features made it less appealing to serious long-distance riders. Another issue was the suspension system, which tried to balance comfort and agility but ended up being too firm for extended rides. Riders often complained about a rough ride on uneven roads, further limiting its appeal as a touring option. For dealerships, the Dyna Switchback became a hard sell because it didn't excel in either category. Riders who wanted a cruiser found better options elsewhere, while those looking for a touring bike opted for more specialized models. The result was a bike that languished in showrooms despite its innovative concept. Up next, we'll dive into a bike that marked Harley's bold entry into the adventure market, but its initial release left many riders questioning its reliability. Number 3. Harley Davidson Heritage Classic. At number 3, we have the Harley Davidson Heritage Classic, a bike that tries to bridge the gap between nostalgia and modern touring, but struggles to find a consistent audience. Priced at around $21,499, the Heritage Classic features a mix of retro styling and contemporary performance upgrades, yet dealers often find it lingering on showroom floors. The Heritage Classic is powered by the Milwaukee 8 114 engine, delivering 119 pound-feet of torque. With its powerful engine, this bike offers plenty of grunt for both city streets and highway cruising. The 6-speed transmission provides smooth shifting, and the bike's show-stopping chrome finishes harken back to Harley's vintage roots. But here's the issue: the Heritage Classic can't seem to commit to its identity. The soft leather saddlebags and classic styling appeal to Harley traditionalists, but younger or newer riders often gravitate toward bikes with sharper, more contemporary aesthetics. Additionally, while the Heritage Classic is a capable long-distance tour, it lacks some of the advanced tech features found on more premium Harley touring models like the Road Glide or Street Glide. Another challenge for dealers is the competition within Harley's own lineup. With so many excellent softail and touring options, the Heritage Classic tends to get overshadowed by more versatile or modern-looking models. Riders who want a more aggressive style might opt for the Fat Bob, while serious tourers might jump straight to the Road King. For many potential buyers, the Heritage Classic ends up as neither fish nor fowl. Too retro for some, not high-tech enough for others. Despite its impressive specs and undeniable charm, it struggles
struggles to carve out a clear niche in Harley's crowded catalog.
Up next, we'll explore a bike that aimed to deliver sleek design and sporty performance, but struggled to connect with Harley's loyal audience. Number 2. Harley Davidson Street Glide ST. Coming in at number 2 is the Harley Davidson Street Glide ST, a model that promised a sportier take on Harley's iconic touring platform, but ended up being a tough sell. With a starting price of $30,999, the Street Glide ST aimed to attract performance-oriented riders who wanted a more aggressive edge to their touring experience. At its core is the Milwaukee 8 117 engine, producing an impressive 126 pound-feet of torque. The bike features cornering ABS, a boombox GTS infotainment system, and premium suspension upgrades that make it a formidable machine on paper. Its sleek, blacked-out finishes and bold stance appeal to those who crave a more aggressive style of touring bike. So, why isn't it flying off dealership floors? The Street Glide ST's biggest hurdle is its price. At nearly $31,000, it sits in a premium category that few riders can afford, especially when factoring in customization costs, which are almost a given for Harley owners. Many buyers compare it to the Road Glide Special, which offers similar features at a more approachable price point. Its heavyweight frame, while stable and comfortable on the highway, limits its agility in tighter turns or urban environments. Riders who are serious about performance might opt for brands like Indian or even custom-built baggers. The Street Glide ST also alienates some traditional Harley enthusiasts with its departure from the brand's classic touring aesthetic. Its blacked-out finishes and sport-oriented features don't align with what many Harley purists look for in a touring bike. Despite its strong engine and cutting-edge features, the Street Glide ST faces an identity crisis. It's too expensive for casual riders and too restrained for true performance enthusiasts, leaving dealers with an uphill battle when it comes to selling this model.
Next, we'll reveal the number 1 bike dealerships are eager to unload, a model that had high ambitions but couldn't live up to its lofty promises.
Number 1. Harley Davidson CVO Tri-Glide. Topping the list at number 1 is the Harley Davidson CVO Tri-Glide, a trike that promised ultimate luxury and performance but left dealers scrambling to move inventory. Priced at a whopping $49,999, the CVO Tri-Glide is one of the most expensive models in Harley's lineup. Despite its premium features, this trike has struggled to resonate with riders, making it a tough sell for dealerships. The CVO Tri-Glide is powered by Harley's Milwaukee 8 117 engine, which delivers an impressive 126 pound-feet of torque. Its three-wheel design ensures stability and comfort, making it ideal for long-distance touring. Features like heated seats, a boombox GTS infotainment system, and high-performance Daymaker LED lighting position it as a luxury machine. Add in the striking custom paint schemes exclusive to the CVO lineup, and you've got a trike that certainly looks the part. But here's where things fall apart. While the CVO Tri-Glide is packed with premium features, its steep price tag places it well beyond the budget of many riders. Even among those who can afford it, the trike's design and concept often fail to capture the enthusiasm of Harley's core audience. Traditionalists who prefer two wheels tend to steer clear of trikes, while younger riders gravitate toward more agile and versatile motorcycles. Dealers also face challenges when it comes to the CVO Tri-Glide's limited audience. Trikes are typically marketed to older riders who want added stability, but even within this demographic, the high price and over-the-top luxury features can be off-putting. Many potential buyers opt for more affordable options like the standard Tri-Glide or other touring models that offer a similar experience at a lower cost. That wraps up our countdown of 7 Harley Davidson motorcycles dealerships are trying to dump as soon as possible. Did any of these surprise you? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell for more in-depth Harley Davidson insights, reviews, and rankings. Thanks for tuning in. Ride safe.